Good morning. I figured I would share with everybody, um, as some of y'all have seen, I make crappie jigs, so I figured I'd do a video of it. So, I'm going to start off with a 32nd ounce round jig head, powder coated black, gloss black, so it usually works for different things, for different colors. Today I'm just going to kind of go with one that I know I've caught stuff off of, and I call it the Red and Black Menace. Um, but sit and I'm going to do my body wraps, and I might have put that hook a little too far back. We'll see. Nope, perfect. Okay, so with all of this, lots of small tools, lots of finesse, but I love doing this kind of stuff because it lets me work with my hands and gives me something to do, because I can sit and do this while watching a movie or listening to music or while the kids are playing and just whatever, because we just kind of hang out and do whatever whenever we're all here. So I'm gonna do, I don't know if I can get a hold of it, some black and some of this fire red, if I can pull off a chunk of it. I don't need a whole lot. Fire red, great stuff. Comes out kind of looking a little orange, but it'd be okay. So sit, take that, try to measure out about the length of the hook, and just start wrapping very slightly, very easily. Pull that back up because I don't want that to slip. All right, pull that back. Do some wraps to lock it in. Straighten it up. And we snip. Find my jar. Put that in there. Alright. Tie that down because I don't want that moving while I'm tying. Pull my keeper up. One of these days I'm going to upgrade to a better vise. And y'all will see why I want a better vise. Alright, so we're going to do just a little bit of this orange, or red. Don't want a whole lot. Kind of want to keep this about that much. I'll tie that in. Right. Tie it off. Reach in. Throw that in the discard pile. Alright. Now, this would be the point where you would ask, alright, are we going to do any type of streamers with it? I've got a large selection, and I'm kind of iffy on what I'm going to do. But I've got one that I've really been wanting to try. And it's this red, and it's got a lot of chartreuse in it, which is kind of hard to see on camera because I've got sunlight coming this way and kitchen light around me. But real pretty stuff. Maybe a little bit of this and some black of this material. So I don't need a whole lot of this. Like, really all I need is one strand of it. Because a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. Fold it in half. Get that straight. Snip. Fold the pieces in half again. If I can get a hold of it. My fingers are a little stiff this morning, but that's okay. Alright, reach up in here, snip. Now I've got 4 pieces to work with. Now, I will say, I don't need all 4 of those pieces because I'm going to add some black in here. So I'm going to take and wrap it around the line. And we're going to do one on each side. Sit, wrap. Get the other piece. I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Make sure everything's lined up right. Bring it around town. Alright, let me get a piece of this black. Like I said, black, good stuff. Got enough shine to it to where it'll catch some attention. That, and it'll just give it kind of some depth. I think like shiner that's got a little bit of a stripe to it. That kind of motif, or can be insect legs, if you want to think of it that way. Because we know fish like to eat bugs, and that's kind of what we go for with this. Bugs or small fish. So just don't want to cut it. Cut the other pair. Alright. 2 pieces. Same thing, gonna wrap. And I know this is gonna be kind of a long video, but it's just what it is. This is not a short process. Which I'm usually a lot faster at this, but since I'm doing it on video, I'm kind of having to watch what I'm doing to make sure I don't screw up. Alright, we'll bring that wrap over here. Alright. Now, pull those links out. Alright, they're a little too long, so I'm gonna trim them down. Want them even, or about even with the end of the tail. There. And there. Alright. So, with what I'm wanting to go with is this black chenille. All it is just this fuzzy thread stuff. But this has got a lot of shine to it. Like, very reflective. I was thinking about doing this with a mixture of this red. Kind of just twisting it together, so we're going to try that. Might not catch anything, because I'm kind of spitballing on this one. But I like to try different combinations. You never know what's going to bite. Especially if you're trying a new fishing hole. So, I mean a length about, I'd say about that long. I know I'm going to have some excess, but that's okay. Because I can use excess to make streamers or whatever. So, I'm going to put it in where it's facing this way. Because I want to be able to wrap and cover up my knots. Whoa. I need you back here. Thank you. Alright, I need you to cooperate. See, this is part of the problem. This is why I want a better vise. It is a pain to do this kind of stuff sometimes. See, I got a streamer. Done got hung. Oh well, it happens. Alright, so take that, run all the way back up to the head. And now, I'll give this a little bit of a twist, just so it's an irregular pattern. Because what in nature has a repeating pattern that's natural? Okay. Whenever I'm wrapping, I pull backwards. That way it wraps over itself and doesn't leave any gaps. This is not going to be a perfect specimen, but I do make a lot better ones than this. Alright. Got to the head. Alright, come around from the back side. Do a few wraps around. Because we're going to lock this in. And then tie it off. Alright. So, snip. Now to do my whip finish. For a while I didn't understand how this thing worked. I'm still not real sure, but the system works. I do a system of 5 or 6 wraps around, and I'll do that twice. And what this does is basically gets a good lock on the thread. Now I'm ready to seal it. And I use this stuff, it's UV resin. It's just dabble do you. Just get in there and put a little bit on those threads. Put my cap back on. Get my handy dandy UV flashlight. We're going to set that resin. Alright. Now, we got us a bug. Him's a cute little thing. A little wonky looking, but it'll fish. But, hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day.